Alright, welcome back everybody. We are at the Iron Teeth Galaxy Map Update 7 playthrough. We are going to finish out the last little bit of our bad drought. Whatever drought. Last episode we got this done. We're working on getting up here so we can formulate some sort of plan, whether that be maybe build some sluice in here and then like have it divert off this side of the face of the map. I'm not even quite sure at this current point in time. Right now it's getting a little bit of creativity in the area of bad water so we can keep more good water. We are at 2.2 water, or 2.2 water, yeah, I'm saying that right. Anyway, I came in here. We have TNT. I did unlock the one TNT because that's pretty much all we can make at this current point in time without the centrifuge. So we're going to come in here. I actually missed a couple pieces, which is fine. We're going to come in here, get that taken care of. Now I did come through and delete the ones that are at the base of the water pump. That way we can actually get those flowing. I think at this current point in time we do not have any holdings for the TNT, and we should probably fix that. And we can do that right now, just like that. So also we left it off where we're trying to get the the tube system built in, just so we can get from up top to down here. We will then start venturing out as far as like maybe coming over here. Something, I'm not really quite sure yet. We need to kind of figure that out. But if we can get these the planks, the platforms put down. I like putting it on platforms just with them, just because so we're still able to move underneath of them. I know it costs more because you gotta ship it into here, then it got, yeah, like you need the wood, and I get it, like it's expensive, I understand that. So it is what it is. It's unavoidable. It's just one of those things. We did come in here. We are eventually going to maybe drill a hole or something like that in here and get some. Actually, we can do that now. Probably right here would be best. And then that way, let me see. I want to make. Oh, we're going to need the farm. That's what we're doing over here. And the farm is 2. So we'll get that built, and then we can put, if I can figure out, and then we can put this right there. So, and then we'll have, hopefully this whole area will be watered. We also need the fairy logs to get that going. We're almost complete with this one. I need to get this up so we can play that, pause, and we'll fill this one up. And then we'll get everything else going. But we're at the point where we have enough babies to fill the jobs that we need at this current point in time, minus 1 or 2 of them. We are ready for a bad tide in this area. If we can get this deeper, that's just more beneficial, so we don't have to necessarily run off of this by itself. What else do we got? We got an extra little thing over here, but right now that's not fully necessary. We have this guy up here. Once all those logs get dealt with, we can get rid of that. It might be beneficial to put another log person right here. They might not be able to reach everything, but if they can reach enough of it, we might be in good shape. And then I'm hoping to get to a point where eventually we don't have to worry about filling these up. And it's not even right now we have to worry about filling them up. It's more of like we don't have the numbers to constantly fill them up. What's our power output? Oh, we're needing 1400. Good night. We are not even yeah, we're not even close to that. If we put another engine in, we would be okay. But we aren't at that point yet. Everything else seems to be going quite smoothly. We have a buttload of food. Logs are going up. So that is wonderful news. Most of them are probably up here. We're actually doing really good on logs. I thought we were struggling on logs, but apparently we're not, so that's good news. We have one day. We're pretty well set over here. Probably eventually wanting to tear this little hill down so at least it's flat. Future plans, future problems. But yeah, I'd like to get this deep or buried or whatever. And at this current point in time, it wouldn't be a bad idea to come in over here with storage and make this bad tide. And we will hit obtain, come over here because this is where our storage is, and we can personalize that by haulers. We should have haulers. Yeah, we got 4 of them. Might want to bump that up to 2. How many builders we got? No builders in there. We got 4, so we have 8 builders, which is, I mean, that works for me. What else? I think that's about it. So we can now get into this episode, and I probably should have drank a little bit before starting this because I got cotton mouth a little bit. We can put all of these up for right now. That's looking good. Eventually, I would like to come over here and do the same thing, build up. Kind of like what we did over there, and this hopefully continue to be our good tide. This outer ring right here can be our bad tide, because it doesn't seem to affect us that much over here. Seems to maybe, that might have been from our last drought. But we're about to need a whole bunch of people because we're about to flow this in. Because I would like to, water's very important. I'm either struggling with that or I'm struggling with food. And right now, I would like to maintain struggling with neither. And our biggest problem is right now power, which I feel like is a very simple fix. Once that water gets flowing, I think at this point in time, we got another engine. We could stick it in right here. Yeah, but that's not going to work. Or I would like to say we could stick it in over here, but that's creating more problems. So we can get these going, we can get these paused, because now we're actually having stuff going. Alright, let's play you, pause you. And yeah, I think we're doing a pretty bang up job right now. We have a lot of trees. I think it would be, I just don't know where we could put more log people. We kind of boxed ourselves in right here. You know what? We can use this up here. Won't get everything, but having 4 of them might be worth it. Sorry, my back's still, it's a little tight. But we have more than enough power. More than enough corn. And we are pumping a buttload of water. I'll drop that down a little bit just to kind of help us not flood. That's a good deal. How are we doing on all of this? Alright, you need to be played, you need to be paused. So I guess the whole idea of this is to get this going, this built, because once it's built, or at least I guess it's built. Ooh, another drought approaching 3 days after the fact. Alright, so the fact that all of this should be built, we should be able to get this guy in here and start building it on his own. Now, how are we doing on metal? Because I want to say each one of these tubes is 1 metal and 2 planks. So metal is definitely needed. We do have a metal worker, so that should be fine. That's being filled up. Alright. Getting this going. All this is green. Might need a tree cutter over here as well. Let's go down. Oh, that's a far way to go down. Oh, wait, we can do... Nope. Feels bad water sources can be open or closed at will. So we could have, I mean, theoretically do this, but you see how much that cost? 300 gears, 200 metal, and 50 TNT. But if we did that, this would then dry out. We could then come in here, build up, all that fun jazz. What was I doing? Oh. That's planks. Is there something underneath of it? I think there is. Yeah, there should be. So go up 1 level. This is metal, which we obviously don't have anyway. Oh man, I love it. I'm loving it. We got enough planks. That needs to be prioritized by haulers, which it is. I think it'd be in our best interest eventually. Alright, so we got that done. Nothing's in there, so we can get rid of him. He cut what he needed to. Now we're just waiting on Home Slice to finish up all this. Once he does that, then we can move him up here. But yeah, he's going to cut all these trees down, and then we're just going to kind of eke our way up here once again. Maybe yep, they've started to build. Alright, so let's finish this off. I think it would be in our best interest to go up like this. And then just go up. That to me makes the most sense. And then we should be able to just build it in through the tubes. And like I said, once the tubes get built, we should be in a much better place. Apparently we need more housing. And we're just going to keep going along this line. And the drought has started. How many days? We got 20 days. We should be perfectly fine. Perfectly fine. We almost have 3K worth of water. We got 3K worth of food on going up on that one. So we can play that one and play that. But I am thinking this might be in our best interest just to Alright. Let's plank that out. And then we can put an engine right there. And for the time being, that should suffice as far as giving us enough power to run all of this, because 8 and 8 or 4 and 4 3, that'd be 1200, so we're still about 100 short, but that's a lot closer than where we were. And we can go, nope. We have 6 beavers sleeping outside. We're almost done with that, which is fantastic. Alright. Now if we can just get people, if we can get metal going. Do we have people in all of these? Yep. Alright. So we will pause you. Because there's no need to be making that. How do we do with that? We're kind of sitting at, I mean, if we get the third engine, that'd definitely help everything. Because 4 that'd put us at 12. We'd have 1200 horsepower to burn. And you would think with 4 of those we would be doing all right. What else is there to build? We're going up. My hand went to sleep. Been playing this game for a very long time right now. Just got done making 2 episodes of the Folktale faction one, and now I'm making my last episode of this. So I should be able to get these out to you guys in a little bit in the future, because like I said, this week is going to be a little bit crazy for me, so I got to get these videos made, edited, and uploaded, and all that fun jazz, so that they are open to the public. Which, oh man, sorry about that. Alright, so we got, it's a big drought. Alright, we're gonna wait on that TNT because they're gonna fill up this first. Bad water, really? Oh, that would do it. Doesn't matter to start him because we're during a drought. How many? Oh, it takes 5 bad water to make 1 explosive. I didn't realize it was that expensive. Do all of these? Nope. Get the builder's hut going. But yeah, we're doing pretty good. We had that one little hiccup that was a little scary, a little stressful to say the least. But since then, we have been doing a fantastic job. Just need to make sure that we keep doing our part. Want to make sure we're watering all of these guys. Kind of crazy that we're in cycle 18 and we really don't have much. We have enough to have a bad water control now. We have 2 of them. We have deep water thanks to a couple of well-placed levees and what are they called? Dams and levees, yep. So we're able to keep that going. We're going to need to, at the end of 15 days, then start cycling that in. Yeah, calm down. This current point in time, just having 2 of them should be okay. Because we don't have any spare beds at this current point in time. And I really don't want to start making it look weird. Because I guess my only next option is coming up here. And we ran out of jobs. I mean, we got these 3 that will be playing once this is done. Might as well put that high priority. I don't really care about the tubes. I mean, I do, but at the same time I don't. And it should be fairly simple, straightforward right now to get this going. Because all of our metal blocks are going to the tube. Holy cow, I do apologize for that. Like I said, I'm pushing my body a little bit harder than I normally do, just like I said, trying to get these videos out so everyone can enjoy them. But I do wish that these would make it their way down here, because I mean we have a big enough spot to hold them. It's just I don't know why we're not doing it. At this current point in time, I'd say we need another hauler post. Let's do it. Might as well. I like to use hauler post as kind of like the runoff of until I need other jobs, but my problem is then I forget that I actually put them there, and so they end up staying there, which I mean isn't necessarily the biggest problem in the world, but it is a slight problem. But I thought these guys were able to actually build in the whatchamacallit, like they're able to like climb in here and do. Because all the things that hold them on there are now done. I just needed one extra job build. So let's not get too crazy on us, shall we? Oh, I can probably... I didn't realize I had that. We can pause you, because, I mean, 10 haulers should be perfectly fine enough to be able to handle our... Oh, now we need a hauler. Okay, so we got 11 haulers. That works. How are we doing on water? You would think with all of that hauling that we wouldn't be in a terrible position. But we do have a lot of extensive water bottles all over the place. So that does make somewhat sense. Oh man, I get so excited when we get closer to building these tubeways, tunnelways. Ooh, we got injured beavers. We should probably fix that, right? I do agree with that. Anyway, I do get excited on the simple fact of, I mean, one, the zip line it's cool, but the tube is cooler. Like, that's the one thing that the Iron Teeth have got going for them, is the tube is so much cooler. Is it more expensive? Probably, but is it kind of a pain in the butt because of it being on the ground? Yeah, because I mean that, like I said, that's what makes the whatchamacallit, the folktales cool, is because their stuff goes up in the air. So it's not as big of a logistic problem as it is with the Iron Teeth, because I don't, like I said, I don't want to cover anything up, especially if, like, hey, one day I'm going to need beavers up here for whatever reason. We don't know this yet. Like, we could run into a problem. I'm like, yo, we need stuff right here and build and all this other stuff, and the tube leg goes across the path. Now I got to build something on top of it, stairs over it. You see where I'm going with that. So that's kind of why I like to build the platforms, just so at that point we're future proofing, so we can always get underneath this in case we need to. And that was my chair. Let's pause and pause, play and play. So we move the beaver, or we move the water pumps to the next stream that we have so that we can get that going. What else? It just sucks because we're at this point in time where like we can start doing things, but the problem is that we need, we need stuff. We need science, which we have a lot of, so I guess we don't fully need science in that department, but you would like it. And then the next thing is kind of figuring out what the next step is as far as getting, oh come on, it's just 3 more, man. Up, down, up, down. Getting the next step done, the next phase done as far as what we're doing. So 1, I'm conquering this tower. We are doing that, and we're doing it very somewhat effectively and 1 face at a time. Started right here, moved up, and then we started over here, moved up, and now we're on this side and we're going to move up. You know, places to keep wood, but beggars can't be choosers on that. I'm just, like I said, I'm pretty excited that we have this much availability as far as in this Iron Teeth playthrough. And we did struggle in the beginning, but we're actually at now a fun point where we don't have as big of a problem as we used to. And you can call it dumb luck, or you can just call it what it is, which is a form of fashion of dumb luck. Let's put a grindstone right there, and then we can put 1 right there. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with this. We've done a lot of hard work. Now that this engine's going, we're only missing 80. I can live with that. This is a slight problem. Even though we have that much food, we shouldn't be eating blueberries. Alright, so now they can get, oh, they are in it. They are sliding up that thing. Alright, and then also, this will help this guy as far as watering the tree patch. Let's play, pause. Ooh boy. We are not getting a whole lot done in this episode. 1, we can't really get a whole lot done in this episode because there's no freaking water. The water lasted, it gave us 7 days, so that was 4 days without anything. That was 3 days without anything. 4th day was a warning, and then we ended up with what we have. So, and now we're out of bad water. We'll need to get him pumping soon as I want to place that on low priority just so that when we have other jobs open up, this is where they're drawn from. So right now we have 10 free beavers that are able to just kind of willy-nilly do whatever's important, I guess, at this current point in time. And then I'm assuming what would be helpful is if we came over here. Maybe put it right here, and then we can put like a staircase, and then that's obviously not a far walk either way. I'm gonna go ahead and we're going to actually, it'd probably be best if we did it from right there. And I'm not even sure where I placed that. But we're going to get this going. That way we can, one, have all these done. And then, where's the staircase? It's gotta be over here somewhere. Holy cow, look at that. You guys did a fantastic job. Especially with how fast you're going and building that. Love it. Alright, so once this gets done, then we're pretty much, our little cove is all mapped out. Might end up putting one right here, coming across. Just so we're able to actually get, at that point, if we come across there, then this dude can just jump over here and haul butt over here. How do we want to do this? Let's just make it short, sweet, to the point. And cross that over. Looks like we'll have to make a log guy over here. And we have it. We have people coming up and down, up and down. Look at that. And then this will help our metal. We won't have metal out here forever, but I don't know what we're going to have next, but it'll be something. Probably start with destroying some of this. But yeah, I keep having this idea. I know I haven't shared this, but like, okay, so this right here is green, or good tide. So it flows out and then down. This is bad tide, it comes up in there. I was thinking something along the lines of like having this come down this way, or I don't know, something like that, and then flowing this way, but having it being divided the whole time. The only problem with that is right here, the water would at that point would mix, and it wouldn't, nothing good would come of it, you know what I'm saying? We'd all be having the issues. If I built this somewhere else, maybe, but then the next idea was we could then have the bad water come across here, maybe fill up in this little area as like an overhang comes over, and then just lets the good water out. And if we added bad water, then we'd have like sluices at the end of it that'd close, and then the bad water would go in there and then start flowing this way. I think that would be in its best nature, but I don't know. Where are we playing? We need to play you, pause you. You're going to need to fill up fast. The fact that they're almost here is crazy. because that's a lot of planks. But like I said, the fact that we're pretty much right here knocking on that doorstep of this, yeah, I'll take that. I will take that. And also back to the transportation of these beavers, I'm pretty sure this one has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This one has 8 slots we could hook up to have this like spread out. And like we could even put one right here, have it come around the back end, and then be placed out somewhere over here. Obviously we don't want that because all this is about to be bad water, but you get the idea, is that we can very much control this. And then once we went there, we could have another one come from over here to over here, and then this one come over here, and then this one come over here. So then we have, you can either make one long shot, or you could, you know, go over here, deal with this. Oh, I need to come back over here. You get it. Kind of like one of those free ranging highways. Well, I mean free ranging, like you pick and choose where you're going. Okay, so we need water because when we started this drought we had 3, maybe 3.1. We are now hovering at 1.9. That's where all of our science went, was to buy all this junk. Man, that's useful. And then if we get this built, oh, that's going to be even more useful. And I think what I'm going to do, just to get this all set up, I'm hoping yeah, that'll work. And then we can come up here. And then eventually we will do what we've always done and tube it up over there too. So this is going to be our new metal production. Obviously we have a lot of metal still to go on this, but having 2 of them, or having the next one set up for that process, would be fantastic. Alright, let's play you, play you, play you, play you, and play you. My key binding's right. Actually, pause you, play you, pause you. Alright, wonderful. Holy cow. How amazing is that? We just knocked that out of the park like that. We were like sitting still. Oh. I need to play you because we need beavers. We need oh, play. And then and pause you too. So we should have 8 pumpers and 8 pumpers. That should be fine. Oh, it hurts. It hurts so bad. Maybe play a few of those. See, my thing is, why can't you start over? You can start over here. You should be able to like hop in this thing and get this thing going. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, it's faster going this way than it is this way, but you get the point. Yeah, I do like the iron teeth form of transportation a little bit better. We can go up to 1.8. And we're on 18-hour days. That's perfectly fine. We're probably going to end this video with the deciding factor of what we get to deal with. Or probably, if I had to guess, the next like 20 to 25 days. Me personally, I'm kind of hoping for a bad drought. And I'm going to keep saying it. Not a bad drought, just a drought. Or a bad tide. I did say that right. That's exactly what I meant to say. Okay, I hope we do a bad tide. Because since we built our little fence thing, we have yet to actually be able to use it. So it would be nice to actually be like, yo, we can use it now. It works. We've seen it in action. Life is very good. But we haven't gotten that far yet. Then I want to blow this up. That's kind of stupid. Alright, that should be fine enough to get us to what we want. There we go. And we can destroy that one. Nope, I'm not destroying anything that has stuff in it. Because for whatever reason, it just doesn't seem to pan out that well for me. Ooh, 4 days without anything. Bet you anything on day 5 we get something. That's usually my luck. This day 5's kind of... I'm tired of being nice to you. We're going to, you know, hit you with what we got. But yeah, now you don't see anybody traveling unless they're going to the beds. But no one's walking up there. We're all walking. How do they get down? Okay, then they follow steps, come down here, and then everybody gets in there and then off they go. And then obviously once we get this filled, people are then going to really start taking the shortcut. Might be beneficial. Stick one right there. And then you guys already know the drill. Thank you. Something like that. And some of you can be like, oh, this is a waste of time and resources, and to some degree I would almost go yes, you're correct, but at this current point in time I would say no, you're wrong. One, just because this makes our life easier. If we're able to get places faster, then our efficiency goes up. If our efficiency goes up, then what we're able to do and bring to the table is way better than if, you know, we didn't do this. So wasting the metal, wasting the planks, wasting all of that jazz, just so we can have this guy come over here, cut down that stuff, and possibly come over here for water. Like, I don't know what the traveling situation's like, but I feel like once we get all these things connected and moving, like this has already helped out our getting up here. Like, we're actually moving, like no one's walking down the stairs anymore. Everybody's just in, out, in, out. And then it almost makes sense to put one right here, but like, I mean, shoot, you're kind of right in the middle. And then once again, walking over here, it just makes sense. It's not that far to just go up here, get a drink here, whatever. These pumpers are gonna love it just because it's easy for them. Yeah, this is wonderful. We need 4 pieces of metal. Hopefully we can get this in the next 0.5 days. Now, I guess my question is, are these running? Do I have to pause them during the bad tide or during like the good tides? Because they aren't. I'm just curious. Like, I don't know if they're running or not. If they are running, yeah, at that point now I'm curious if it actually helps, because we have so many wheels a-flowing that just I don't feel like it would help at all. Alright, and then just so I know that we did this, pause. One more, and we're gonna have beavers moving. Now we have beavers moving. Granted, not a lot coming out over here, minus metal, but seriously? Oh, you gotta drink. I was about to say, it's faster for you to go all that way than it is the other way. That's nuts. Yeah, I love it. And we did a 21-day drought. I feel like our stuff's going the other way. I feel like we started off big and then we went small. Alright, well, I'm gonna leave it here. I've pushed my body to the limits. I'm ready for a nice good long siesta and maybe just a little bit of relaxation, you know what I'm saying? So, I do appreciate it. Hit that like, hit that thumbs up, all that fun jazz. If you got comments on maybe a direction, maybe an idea, maybe on something I'm missing, maybe something you'd like to see, hit me up. I appreciate it. I do read all the comments. I do read everything, and I try to get back to you as soon as possible. So with that being said, have a good rest of your day, night, morning, whatever time period you may be watching this in, and I will catch you guys next time. Later.